nice guy. That was so nice. I'm super excited to be here with some of my guests, my family, people that have all played a part of this whole process. So right now we're going to go down the list and we're going to start on this side with everyone introducing themselves. Go ahead.
Hi guys, I'm Destiny. I own Destiny Dance Studio. I was a part of episode 11, Faith Over Fear.
Hi guys, I'm Lulu and I was episode 10, Truth Is.
Hey everybody, my name is David. I'm the baby daddy.
I hate him. Go ahead.
My name is Mosaic. I'm a hip hop artist and a community leader. And I was on episode 8, I Believe in Me.
That's right.
Hello. I'm Unspoken Muse, rapper, singer, overall artist out here in Orange County. And I was on episode 1, Greater is Coming.
Hey y'all, I'm Miyoshi, and my episode was episode 5, Changing the Narrative.
Hi, my name is Classic. I was on the episode, I don't know the number, but importance of fatherhood and relationships.
So one of the really big things about getting everyone together was I wanted to have a conversation with a group of young people, a group of people talking about things that are relevant today. So relationships, sex, media, social media, all of those really great things. So what we're going to do right now is we're going to have a conversation. We're going to laugh. We're going to talk. And we're going to stay true to what we've been doing all season, which is creating a space where we can be transparent, where we can be open, and where we can talk as ourselves. You guys ready?
Yes, let's go.
Do it.
All right. So we're going to have some discussion questions. These questions are... they're pretty good questions, I would say myself.
Man, I'm afraid.
Yeah, I'm a little scared.
Don't be scared. It's gonna be really good.
Hopefully this
So
ain't no Wendy Williams.
I'm gonna start with the person that got here last. Whoever got here last. Who is that?
Oh, who could it be?
That's for sure. Can't be him.
You caught me in the middle of a very long weekend, and I'm here.
Okay.
I'm only
The
10
weekend
minutes
just
late.
started.
That's like an
Only
hour.
10 minutes.
With the
I've already
dice and the
got
strippers.
All right. So the first thing that I want to kind of tackle is, can you be in a relationship with somebody, break up, get back together, and still have a successful relationship? Or do you feel like you can?
I've never experienced that. I see how it could be possible. I've seen it work for certain people. I think it depends on what you define as a breakup. If you say the words "we broke up," but like y'all never really took time away, that's not really a breakup. That's kind of like a discussion, like a fight. But if you actually break up and like be with other people, I don't intend to marry anybody who's had sex with somebody else during the time I've been with them. So I don't know if I could do that. Like if I was
But
with
y'all
you.
broke up.
Yeah.
So y'all was
He asked me a question, or she asked me a question.
Okay.
Don't Do not flex on him.
She asked me a question, I answered it.
Okay.
If that has been successful for y'all, hey, God bless everybody.
Right. God bless you.
I'm married.
Okay, so wait. So if you're saying if you guys during the breakup, you guys break up
Mm-hmm.
and your ex has sex with another person,
Mm-hmm.
You're not taking
it's
it
done.
back?
It would be hard for me. No, I've done that. I've done that. And where's she at? Oh shit, didn't work out. Wow, that's wild. What a crazy coincidence.
All right, so
Speak
okay,
your
we had
truth,
a lot of people jumping in. So where are y'all feeling on that? Miyoshi?
So for me, that's never happened because usually when I'm done, like I give so many chances in my relationship that when I leave, I'm at that point disgusted with you. So there's absolutely no way I want to go
That's a
back.
good
Like my
one.
first boyfriend.
What was the toxicity level on that? Like, was it
I don't know. I just didn't even
She
like the
said
way he ate the
disgusting.
brownie. He ate a brownie and I didn't like it, and I was
It
disgusted.
was that bad.
Like it's time to go. I'm disgusted.
Everything
Let's
was
go.
bad.
And so I stay in a situation until like I know I'm never coming back.
That's a good talking point. What do you think? That's
I mean, I'm about to get married to a nigga that I done broke up with about 3 times. It worked for me. Some men, I feel like some
God
men
bless you.
need to be broken up with. To me, that's how I prove, like, this is what I'm worth. So if you don't want to do what I want you to do, then I'm just going to leave. And if you want to be with me, then you fix
You
it.
make then you make the adjustment for us to be together.
Niggas need to know that you are not there just to stay. They need to know that you gotta fight for some stuff, you know. So I broke up with him a few times. I've been about 3 times,
and now you get married.
So now what? It works,
right? Okay, Luana.
Well, I'm single, so obviously that shit don't work.
Never mind.
Have you ever done that though?
I've done it. I feel like once you break up and then you try to you broke up for a reason. There was something there that made you break up. 9 times out of 10, this shit don't change because it ain't changed the whole time you guys were together. You probably had conversations about it. So now you broke up because of it. And then you get back together. It probably worked for like a week. They'd be like, oh, I've changed.
Oh, girl.
But they really don't.
Or even like a year.
Or it does, at the end of the day, a person, they show you who they are. You need to believe them the first time.
When someone shows you who they are, believe them.
Period.
But it also depends on why you guys broke up.
No,
That's the reason for it.
See,
people have different.
You know, maybe a Scorpio energy
what I'm
because
saying,
I don't care enough. I mean, I'm married now, but prior it was just like if we're not thanks for the experience.
No, she didn't experience.
Hey, I see you when I see you, baby.
You break up for a reason that's like you broke my heart. This is just foul
Even
stuff
like
going
all
on.
that shit,
Then okay.
it's just like
But if
that's
it's-
what happened.
If it's
We
a
done.
growing experience, I feel like, if I come back, I will never come back if I don't see a difference. Once I see a difference, I'm like, okay, we can work for this. I see you working for it. I see you changing and evolving and stuff. Then okay.
Y'all too nice. That's Scorpio energy.
so-
Like, do not come back. No
Classic
chances.
David, no inputs. I mean, classic I've always said this. Classic is he has some,
somewhat.
he got some views.
Enlighten
on
us,
him.
brother.
And one thing I always say about classic, I feel like it takes a strong person because he has some very extreme views in my opinion sometimes. So
Damn,
I do
extreme.
think sometimes you have extreme views. So when it comes to this, what do you think?
About breaking up and
Getting back together, do you think it'll work?
That's not happening because I don't drive a car backwards. I don't do nothing.
Come on.
No, he didn't say that.
I don't drive a car back. Never.
Never gotten back.
But you could make a U-turn.
Never.
What?
Never.
She's logical. I like it.
You must have really good communication
No,
skills.
well,
that car backwards
when it comes to
before.
this is I am the type of person that I am willing to accept the fact that I'm going to try to figure out how to make it work with you while we're in this space. Now, once the understanding that we're going to disconnect for a period is going to be a long fucking period forever.
Talk about on the 4th of never.
Because at the end of the day, I understand to make it even short. I understand the fact that we are infatuated with each other, so we're used to each other. So if we're gonna disconnect, girl, you live your life and do your own adventures. I'm gonna live mine. If the chances of us reconnecting, when I say reconnect, I mean to even have a conversation, not get back together because you will never.
Oh, I thought you were talking sex.
I was thinking sex.
No. She said to get me. To get
But
together.
you said reconnected, so I was like,
Reconnecting
you
means- I'm
reconnect
saying-
with an ex, it's usually sex.
When I say reconnecting, I say to a point where I see you. Hey, let's have a conversation.
Okay,
It's
you mean
not
like
re-
run into something.
Yeah, like we can talk, but there's no
But as far as
So not
being
even
together,
no
relationship.
reconciliation.
Okay, that's a good word.
Kind of situation.
No.
Yeah, so
Fuck buddies.
I'm done.
that
I'm
was
done.
struggling to come out.
I was like,
But
What's
but
up?
I honestly
How y'all
think that at some point, like you do have to decipher, like, is this toxic?
Yeah.
Should I walk away from this situation? And I think that's why I stay in a situation for so long, because you have to come to a point where like it's just acceptance. Like I have to accept that this is not for me.
Right.
And I think our flesh wants to just stay in it for selfish reasons, maybe because it's comfortable or something like that.
So doesn't that make you the toxic one?
It might be.
Like-
Like I'm not saying that I'm exempt from.
No, what
from
I'm
it.
saying is like, I mean, like, we know we're so quick to be like these like they're but no, like if you are finding some type of like that pull to want to be in it, you're low key the toxic one.
No, I
Like,
think
Right.
that,
I think that the situation can be that way too.
I think that comes with just being complacent. You be with somebody for so long.
You can be so
And it's
comfortable.
fear
You know,
starting
if
over,
fear starting, it's
right,
like
all that.
you're complacent, so you allow yourself to go through these demeaning things
Right.
and this verbal abuse because it's not always physical and all.
It's not, and it's not. It can be mental.
It can be mental,
so many other
emotional
things.
abuse,
Yeah,
all
absolutely.
those things. And it's just like, okay, it's not even, that's not even the question of the toxicity. It's like, where does your self-love fall in line at? And why do you allow yourself, why do you not believe in you enough to think that you can make it outside of this?
Right. You know, and we were just talking about that as we were kind of getting these questions and stuff together was, why is it, which I feel like we see it mostly in women, why is it that women feel like the need to stay in these things? Like what was it like, we have to go through all of these like breakups and
endure
cheating and all these different things to show you like I love you, you know, and I feel like, cause I don't know, maybe I'm not saying it right, but I feel like women have to endure more, or it's expected of them to endure more.
They choose to endure more. And why? Hold on, I'm talking though.
No.
Come on, bro.
I am not interrupting a single person.
No, speak on it, Mosaic.
You always get interrupted, huh? Go ahead.
Speak on it.
Hush. They choose to stay, and not only do they choose to stay, they got their mom telling them to leave, their homegirls telling them to leave, their homeboys, their older brothers saying leave, and they choose to fucking stay. Don't say society put some pressure on. No, the fuck they don't. I am over. I don't talk to girls that do stupid shit like that because I've spent so many years talking to my homegirls like, bruh, like get like, and it goes one ear out the other. Like it's not society. Like they choose that shit, and they have movies and songs. You got the Monica and fucking old school songs. And you put the music on and you feel it, and you hear her saying, "Leave that shit if you ain't gonna treat you the way you should." Listen to that shit, and then suck his dick in the morning when you see him.
Can I just get my shit off?
Yeah, go ahead.
From a women's perspective.
Go ahead, empower us.
So, I don't even think it's about society putting pressure on you.
Right.
You know what I mean? I just feel like as women, like we have moms and we have aunts and we've watched them growing up, and it's like, look, shit, I've seen my mom getting some quarrels with my pops, you know?
Yeah.
Like you see that shit and define it as love.
Yeah.
So then as you grow up, it's like this trauma that's in you that hasn't healed. It's like your inner child that's in you, and you don't know how to like face that. So you find yourself going, it's a cycle.
Right.
It's the same cycle.
You don't even know that it's trauma. Like you
Right,
don't
that's
know
true.
that it's
That's
trauma. You
true.
don't even
until
know
you do the work.
Until you do the work.
Right.
You don't know. And if you don't do the work, you don't know that it's trauma. You don't know that what you're going
But that's
through.
why women stay in that.
Yeah.
A lot of the times it's so easy to be like, leave.
Why only women? Why, like if she was,
Or men too.
that's what I'm saying. Like that's not a woman thing. Like a boy,
It's
a boy
not.
can see that same toxicity.
But the question was,
But the question was, why do women do it more?
women.
No, it's not that women do it more. The question was pertaining to how society will be like when we as women don't hold a nigga down,
right,
and don't ride
then
for
she
him,
not a real one. She
you
not
don't do this. Then it's like, oh, you only with him for the money, or you didn't love him, or you didn't. It's like we have to do X, Y, and Z and go through the struggle.
We always have
before
to prove
you determine that you love
I do
him.
feel like women do have to prove more than men in relationships. Absolutely.
That's why.
So who in society puts that pressure on you?
Society.
But who?
But
Did your mom tell you? Did your mom tell you? That's what I'm saying. Like, the guy at the corner store told you that? Did your mom tell you that?
You gotta unlearn that shit.
Let me also say this. I have done the work. I don't feel that. I'm just saying that I have seen it, and it's definitely a thing. Like, you can't say that there's stereotypes. Like, stereotypes are stereotypes for a reason, because overall they exist.
Right.
And so the societal thing, it definitely exists. Because what do you always hear? I need me a ride or die chick. I'm down. You hear those things all the time because it's definitely a thing. Like,
so
when society got out, put it.
Everybody was like, "Yeah, you need to be like his girl," and it's like, "Why I gotta go through all
I
that?"
gotta deal with a nigga that's
Even like with Beyonce, all that shit.
Yeah.
So you see, it's a thing. So society puts that pressure. Like, and the second that we leave, it's like, and you hear either she was with him for the money, or you wasn't holding him down, or you
didn't love him.
It's like you
stupid
really
for having
love
all
him,
his kids.
Okay,
or
hold
it's
on.
always something as to why we left.
We're gonna
So
wrap
it
it
is
up.
a
I see
societal
classic
thing.
itching. I see classic itching over there to say something.
I wouldn't say that is I would say society is more or less of a group of people that believe these ideals, and we tend to follow those.
Right.
I think when you have some unconventional thoughts in philosophies, that it looks weird. So when it comes to women, I personally believe that women more so come up tolerating. because you guys learn how to endure. That's tolerating.
Right.
And men, we're a little different. I don't know the words because I've been drinking, but it's a little different when it comes to us.
Right.
But and again, so the ride or dies and stuff like that, I first and foremost believe if the nigga's not helping you progress, get rid of his ass.
That's right.
But how do you measure that?
Everybody agrees with
how
that.
how do you
feels that way.
everybody does. But I'm saying in the sense of a woman is that you guys women tend to fall into this place of old school of, oh, I got to be this person.
I just think that
be
we fall in love with the potential.
Yeah,
Yes.
But again, with the
There we
potential,
go. See,
That's
now
true.
we're talking about taking ownership and responsibility for our decisions,
Yes.
not
Evolution.
societal
Right.
pressure,
That's evolution.
internal pressure
That
to
comes
do.
to doing the work.
Because and I was gonna say I read a study about female gang members. There's always a male gang member that they're in love with. There's no female gang members that are just only active because they're active. It's a boy they're in love with,
right?
Their older brother who they adore, their father who they adore. That's the reason why.
You know,
that's
that makes sense.
That's an
Yeah,
internal
that makes
thing.
sense.
And I think that internal thing, which is not necessarily a bad thing, because that's how you find a ride or die. And that's how some relationships last forever because of that. It's beautiful in some cases.
Right.
But it's also the same thing that causes your own trauma. You got to know when it's time to leave. And
Preach.
you got
That's good word. That's good word.
you got to think about in the sense of how did we individually learn about how to have progressive, healthy relationships?
But I feel like I feel like I feel like people are still learning. Like no matter even at 30, I don't know how to have a good, healthy relationship. Like I'm still, because I'm learning myself. So I'm still learning. I know what aspects don't work. I know what things I want, what things I don't want, what things I will accept, what things I don't accept. But I feel like it's not until now. So now I know like, oh no, I can't take that. But I just think that it's like an ongoing learning process. As I learn Deanna, I'm learning, oh no, I don't want that anymore.
But that's continuous.
Yes.
And that's the thing, though.
Ongoing.
When you know yourself, you know what you'll put up with. But if if you're still trying to figure out yourself and figure out another person, that's where the disconnect happens.
And that's continuous. It's all a learning point. It's learned behavior. Remember, we came out the womb, didn't know shit. So at the end of the day, it's whatever the world told us. One, two, our parents told us, mom or dad, or uncles, cousins, brothers,
your family,
cartoons,
whoever,
Saturday,
right?
Whatever. It's learned behavior. So to learn is also the process to unlearn to where it's what's going to work for us to be our true selves, which we don't even know our true selves at 5, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 25.
It takes
30.
Because
It takes
you're
a
ever
while.
changing.
Yeah,
Exactly.
every decade you're like,
So you got to remember that if you're cognitive and conscious of where you're at within yourself, life, your personal emotional feelings,
Right.
that was separate.
you know what's fucked up too is we make so much progress just for the world to change so drastically that now there's new standards and new philosophies about liking pictures and who you can follow and how often we have to be in communication, and like that totally changed the dynamics of a relationship.
narrative,
So all this progress we made, and now it's like fuck, like is it good that we talk all day? Is that like, but our parents had space and that made them last a long time. Like when she went to work and he went to work, they just didn't talk for 12 hours.
There's
and
that
constant,
constant
let's
work.
say patient.
And then-
So let's get into that. Social media and relationships. So social media, we know we spend a lot of time on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, whatever it is that you use. Now, how do you feel about, what are the do's and don'ts? Give me a do or a don't of your significant other on social media.
Ain't no do's and don'ts.
Let's go.
Well, there are do's and
We're
don'ts.
gonna
Fuck
go down this way. Let's go down this way.
Do not like my picture and then go on like someone else's picture or be on your phone all day and then I post a new picture and you don't
I
like
missed it. I just saw your attitude, so I was like,
If I post a new picture, you need to like it and be under it. Don't go and be scrolling on your phone all day and then you just, did you skip my picture and not double tap it?
come on,
you know
nigga,
what I
you
mean?
at home.
I need you to double tap it because you know what happens is you got all these niggas under your picture like, oh yeah, oh you look good. You know what I mean? And then your niggas skip it. It's like, oh, I know you saw that because you're on your phone.
Mm-hmm.
So that's my problem.
All right, let's go.
Yeah, I don't
Let's
like
go,
that.
Lulu.
Wow.
Down the line. We can see I'm on.
Let's go.
I got a whole problem.
I think, I think that people put too much emphasis on like this social media thing
Facts.
and like the validation from other people.
Facts.
Like, cause he's validating me at home. I don't need you to tap on my
Facts.
picture.
So you're saying that it doesn't matter. If he likes her picture, doesn't
to me,
like
it
your
doesn't
picture,
matter.
doesn't
But
repost
I'm
you.
also very big on like there's this couple I follow, the big couple with the big girl, Nancy's art. Oh, I love them too. Like, I love stuff like that. I love like the confidence. To me, as long as you're confident in a relationship, like I want to be confident enough to where I need my man to be comfortable enough to where if I want to be in a bathing store, if I post a picture of my sports bra after I didn't worked out, you're not like, oh, you showing the world my.
Right. Okay.
Sounds possessive.
If you,
mine.
so those kind of things. So for me at least, I just want to know that we're both confident in our relationship enough to where those taps don't matter. What I'm posting doesn't matter. I'm not gonna be disrespectful and go have an OnlyFans page now, but we got one together. I feel like but I'm just saying, like,
I know a few people get into the bag, right?
I'm just saying, like, we just have to be confident in our relationship enough to know, like, none of that shit matters at the end of the day because what we got is so solid. None of that shit matters. If a nigga's like, hey, baby, boop, 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 we both gonna laugh about it later. If some girl's on there like, oh, yup, girl, he's mine. I don't need to go and piss on it and mark my territory or any of that shit because we're both confident.
So if someone comments on something and leaves like an emoji face under a picture of your man, do you go look at her page?
No.
It's called IG.
It depends. No, back in the day, listen, back in the day before I was personally developed,
Right.
listen, a bitch would have found herself on her mama's page. I would have known her whole social security number. Let me tell you, I would know her whole social security number, facial ID, in a second, right? I could tell you everything about her more than you can, right? And you'd be like, and I'll ask you about your little friend, and you'd be like, what little friend? And I'll be like, oh, you know your little friend that live on 125.
Which little friend?
Her social security. I'll tell you about that. Now I'm personally developed and I've done the work, and I don't need to. No,
Okay.
I've done the work. I'm personally developed. I don't need to do all that anymore. I'm very confident in who I am, and the relationship that I get in has to be just as confident.
All right. That's good.
I like it.
Yeah.
D-May?
Speak on it, bro. I got
Social
some
media.
Should he
Oh
speak?
yes, D-May.
Keep it quick, because I got a lot to say.
All right, look,
Keep it
look,
quick.
man.
Sick of you niggas.
Social media is overrated.
Thank you.
And I think it's just for fun. I don't take it serious. Listen, man. Shh. I be trying to get my numbers up. Listen,
That's his friend.
I be trying to get my numbers up. As far as relationship goes, man, I feel like one thing that I stand by is that people that know the real, you don't have to explain anything to them.
Facts.
I don't think that, Instagram is you're trying to portray this, whatever it is. And some Instagrams are, I lost my train of thought because the alcohol, are genuine. But for the most part, you just see like all of the good stuff.
Right.
That's what I notice.
I just follow a lot of Jesus pages.
Sure.
I mean, that's
Lies you tell.
but for the most part, as far as relationship goes, like there should be this understanding, like, and this confidence in your person that you're dealing with. And you shouldn't have to worry about what they got going on or what they're doing, just based on the relationship you guys got built. Go ahead, say something. What you want to say?
So you said dealing with, like, are we in a relationship or we're just dealing with?
I said person. So
Entanglements.
Dealing with.
Did I?
Yeah.
That's the problem, is that it's like always you should have this confidence. You should
Facts.
make me feel confident.
No.
Self-esteem is with self.
Okay. Self-esteem is with self. Your mom and dad should taught you something.
Okay, so
If you don't feel
You don't get this whole
confident,
smoke.
you should walk away from it.
That you still
I
matter
actually
to
agree with
me.
that.
But
So-
if you don't feel
You should
confident
put
in
it
your
in-
relationship, you should
No.
walk away from it.
No, I feel very
Big
confident,
ass
but
That
at the
sounds like
same
an
time,
Hold on.
An exploitation.
That
The
sounds like an
expectation.
expectation.
expectation. I was like, what
Yeah.
the fuck is No, I'm just saying, if you put all this energy into your social media, which you say you don't really care about, and you're putting all this energy into other people,
I got you back.
match that energy with the person you're with.
You know.
I agree
If you
with
give
that.
other
That
people more energy
I
than you
agree
give the
with that.
person you're
Because
with,
Okay, so but that's changing what you're saying.
No.
You're
When-
telling me
Because look,
that I'm putting more energy into other females on the relationship.
Speak on it, D-Man.
No, okay.
That's
are you
that's not what I'm
liking
doing.
pictures, comment
One
on
at a
other
time,
pictures,
one at a
pause.
time, one at a time.
Hold
And we're
on,
talking
guys,
about
hold on.
liking. liking pictures?
How do we even know? So here's
As long as
no.
I'm
Can I
tapping
just say
that
one
ass,
thing really
no
quick?
one else
Can
can.
I just say one thing really quick?
All right, before we keep going
Fuck a
deeper
double
in it,
tap.
let's just get around the couch first,
Okay.
and we'll kind of go back.
Can I
in
just
and
say
throw
one
it
thing
in.
really
Yeah,
quick?
because it's mosaic's turn, and I'm interested.
Yeah, we're gonna come back. We just gotta hold it. We gotta hold it so we can get through. We gotta hold it so we can get through. Come on, go ahead.
Okay, so I don't have like a do or don't for like something that I want you to do or don't do, but for anybody who wants to have a quality relationship, it's not wise for you to misconstrue likes and comments and positive affirmations from strangers for love. So do not think, oh, you know, my boyfriend pissed me off, but if I go post this selfie, all these guys are gonna like it, and they might comment. All these girls that are not really my friends are gonna be like, "Yes, babe," with heart eye emojis. A lot of that shit, like 90% of that shit, is fake.
Facts.
And if you have to understand that going into it, and if you don't, and you'll fuck around and lose something good, thinking that this instant gratification of social media is real, and it's not.
That
Okay.
shit.
All right.
It's usually not.
Talk
Okay,
that
so
shit,
all right,
bro.
so let's go. Come on, views.
Views.
My argument is just this, because I'm an artist, you know what I'm saying? And I don't have to just balance.
So you got fans.
I don't have to just balance my, relationship with my wife. I have to balance my relationship with my daughter. I have to balance my 9 to 5. Like, there's so much shit I have to balance. So my job, my responsibility is to make sure that I'm managing my time.
Facts.
So if I'm getting all my ducks in a row throughout the day, that means like from, 8:30 until the next day, my phone is off. It's on airplane mode. Like, I can't. But I always tell my wife, like, if Instagram crashed tomorrow, then what? What is our argument right now? If that shit went away tomorrow, TikTok is banned now. So
Facts.
everybody that was fucking arguing and, your whole relationship is gone because some shit you seen on fucking TikTok, it don't even exist no more. Well, so what do you really value at this point?
My homie tweeted the words, "TikTok is banned, thank God." His girl's popping on TikTok.
Like, you get what I'm saying though? But it's just like we allow these little like seeds of insecurity that don't even really exist. Like, you gonna let a motherfucker with their phone in their hand make you feel like this in our home right now? Why are you giving that person so much fucking power? What are you doing? This is our
For some shit I could have had 10 years ago and passed up on it.
You know what I'm
you.
saying? Because I'm married now.
Okay.
So
Hello.
But you know what I'm saying? Like, for me, it's this false reality, and we dive so deep into it because it's constantly in our hands. But let me tell you, I've gone without a cell phone in present time. It's actually not that fucking bad. I'm at peace.
It's actually fun.
It's cool.
Fun, yeah.
So it's like you have to take responsibility and learn that balance.
Okay, but then what is a do or a don't? What is
A do-
something? So
Yeah,
something
see,
you
see,
know,
I was addressing that. But a
So
do or
if
a
something
don't.
your wife could do or not do, or you do.
What do you
or
mean
not
what
do?
she do or cannot
I'm saying,
do?
I'm-
She's a grown ass woman.
So what is
That's
something?
one.
So give me a do or a don't.
A
That's
do
what I
if
want.
There is one.
If there is,
I don't know. I mean, don't be on there fucking ass naked. I got a daughter. What are you doing? I'm not on there doing that. I mean,
but then
That's
I
great.
don't.
That's a
But then
great
that's
don't.
a
Yes,
don't.
you're
That's a
right.
great don't.
That's a don't.
It's
still
you know,
there.
That'll
but
have
I
you right
just
out the door.
for me, it's just like
Thank you.
I can't. I also know too. I can't control anybody. You know what I'm saying? But if you honor and love me and respect me the way that you say that you
But
do,
it's
you wouldn't even
still-
do that.
but
It's still a don't. But a
It's
do is
still a
like
don't.
yeah.
So she
Post
can
pictures
slide
of
in
me.
anybody's
Love
DM?
me. Can she slide in somebody's DM? I mean that's a whole nother.
Oh, okay.
All right. Okay. All right. Hold it.
I would
All
hope
right.
she would.
For me, I agree. I agree. Like I think that you should have some level of self-respect. So to me, posting ass naked on a gram is just, I'm not gonna do that. So I don't want my man slanging his penis.
You don't want
on
no
the
gray
gram.
sweatpants.
Yeah,
gray
dick by
sweats.
myself.
No,
Please wear the gray
pictures, 'cause the
sweatpants.
gang be
Please wear the
doing
gray
those, okay?
sweatpants. I'm an advocate for the gray sweatpants. Please wear those.
Yes.
I do not care.
Y'all ain't shit.
I do not care.
For Jesus.
All right, my thing is just like I don't want wear your damn gray sweatpants, please. Like just don't take it out on the gram.
Okay.
At the end of the day, I can't control nobody. Right. So if you want to slide in somebody's DMs, do you? Slide in those
But
DMs.
you don't lose me.
Let's see how far it gets you. I don't have any control. I can't control anything that a man does on Instagram, in life, anywhere. I have no control over that. So at the end of the day, like If you want to like a big titty, big booty female on there, by all means, I'm probably liking her picture too. Let's like it together.
Are there any do's or don'ts?
For me, there is no do or don't. You're going to do what you want to do.
I'm with her.
You're gonna do what you want to do. Like,
can't change mine.
I'm with her.
the only, I guess the only don't would be like just don't be on like ass naked. But I mean, if you want to do that too,
That's
we
what
making
I'm
some
saying.
money to do it.
How you be like, don't?
If they
like,
paying,
If you want to OnlyFans, let's do it together.
you're not
so we
gonna
can
be
make
with
money.
me doing that.
Yes.
Hey,
Let's do it together.
Hey,
only
we fucking for
Instagram.
free anyway. Let's make some money.
Let's
That part.
make
That's what
some
you said. It's only
money.
Instagram.
All right.
you know.
Cheers.
So let's go. Come on, classic.
Yeah, okay. Shot it.
Do's and don'ts.
Here
Well, one, to each his own. We all grown.
Okay.
That's my do's and don'ts.
I'm just trying to rhyme.
Do what you
He's a
do,
poet.
how you do, because at the end of the day, you
Bars.
do you, and I'm gonna do me.
Okay.
So when it comes to the whole Instagram shit, like because of the way that I live, my lifestyle, the way that I'm at the end of the day, artists here, we're a brand. So we're gonna flex the way we need to, according to the marketing, the way that we need to present ourselves. Now, there's a lot of different innuendos when it comes to that. However, my significant other, if there is one, do what you gonna do. Just remember, there's recourse to what you do. There's recourse to what you do.
Okay.
So whatever you do, just know there's going to be a response or a reaction.
Right.
It may not be from me, but again, that depends on what you're trying to achieve.
That man's spitting.
If I'm gonna, if a woman's gonna present herself half-ass naked on the gram, do you think someone's gonna say, "Oh my gosh, your hair looks beautiful"?
Right.
Bitch,
Absolutely.
bitch, get the fuck out of here. You're gonna get motherfuckers in there that's gonna slide in your DMs and say, "Damn, baby, what's cracking?" You're gonna say, "Gonna be my sugar, baby." I know some of y'all probably had that.
Oh my
You know
God,
what I'm
I
saying?
just talked
At
about
the end
that
of the-
earlier.
It's
Girls-
gonna happen.
girls are gonna get those
You're gonna get those
regardless
of what
regardless.
they
So
post.
again,
I'm saying
just
nobody's
know
ever came to me
whenever
with that
you
energy.
do, when you post something as far as a visual to a caption, you're going to get a response and a reaction, meaning recourse. Something is going to happen with that.
This is why this platform was created to begin with, was to get a response.
Exactly.
So we had to understand that. It was created for you to post pictures and get a response.
So why
Instagram.
we take
Remember
this
when
person-
girls
So
used to
why the
like
fuck am
post
I
pictures
gonna
of
give?
birds
Why,
and
so
shit?
why am I gonna give a fuck
A simpler
about
time.
what my significant other does? If she want to present herself in that way, the question is, I understand one thing when I was a kid: pictures and words. Pictures, words. If they match, okay, then I see how you are. But if they don't match, I'm like, so I'm not gonna sit there. And
So this
question
is
you.
all good. This sounds great. It's great. What is the do and the don't? So you're saying that there's no don'ts or saying whatever, but you're saying if she posts a particular picture, that can potentially be
No. There's no. I'm not saying there's no don't. And when I say do you all day, I will allow and will accept. a
Okay,
person to
yeah.
be
Who else
themselves.
finna say?
This is without boundaries.
No. Me, I'm different. Do you?
Do you boo?
No boundaries.
Do you? Because guess what? The best way that I can learn you is by you doing you.
And whatever that looks like is gonna decipher how I motherfucking move in this flesh. Shit.
You see how she's. Thank you.
Poets out.
I'll tell you how I gets the move.
You know?
okay. So
Hit
Wait,
six
can I go
spots,
back
2
now?
seconds.
Go ahead.
Can I go back?
All right,
Can I
so-
go back for a
okay.
second?
Give me a second. Give me a second.
What's up? Because I like the way
I'll give y'all both that.
Now
Go
go
back.
ahead and go back, and then we're gonna keep going. So what
Go
was your?
back really quick, you guys. At the end of the day, if you're in a relationship and you're looking to see what your man liked and didn't like and
You're
tapped
fucking
and
psycho.
all this
You're
shit,
gonna find
you
something.
don't need to be in the relationship because you're gonna look. You're looking for that shit. Why are you even looking for
When you
it?
look for trouble,
That's
you
the
find
shit.
it.
You look for it, you're gonna find it. Why are you looking for it?
Yep.
You don't trust them. Then why are you in the
You gonna
relationship?
find whatever you look
That's
for.
why
fucking with
Instagram
me.
removed that feature.
Then why?
I'm
Then
him.
why?
Is
So
that
it's not even. You shouldn't even be in the relationship or the
Yep.
If you
situation
go
or the
digging for
entanglement
dirt,
or
you're
whatever
gonna
you
get
got.
dirty.
If you're looking,
Facts.
Ooh, hello.
don't.
Cheers.
Well, that's anything. If you
I think it's
Period.
crazy. Like
Period.
you think if I don't slide in a girl's DM that I can't go to somewhere and meet a girl in person and fuck and cheat the fuck on you? Like, what do you like? You really think like because you really think you're gonna catch from a like? It's like you don't think that I'm smart. Like guys will be smart enough. Like I'm not gonna. The girls I know I can fuck.
Sometimes.
I'm not gonna like it.
But that's
Hey,
the
most
guys
guys
are
are
smart
smart
enough.
enough.
Girls are fucking catty as
But
fuck.
you think
Girls
like you're
are
gonna dig through
catty
my
as
likes
fuck.
and find
They
Girl,
do that
y'all
shit
more
on
slippier than
purpose.
grace. Y'all know how to get
Listen,
through some
them
shit.
side chicks. Listen,
Hold on.
y'all
Y'all right.
pause.
And fucked
Not
up.
all side chicks know their fucking fucking place. They
Thank
want to be
you.
in that position.
Okay,
so
hold on.
they start
Wait,
doing
wait,
that.
wait, wait,
See,
Hey,
wait,
some
You
of them
gotta
do
tell
that.
me, baby.
Some of them don't play.
Some of them don't mind. Some of them don't
Some
mind.
of them nor play.
Guys, hold on.
Hold on, Dean. Go ahead, Dean. Go ahead, Dean. Go ahead, Dean.
That went over some of y'all heads.
No, I got it though.
Let's bring it back. Let's bring it back. Okay, so we're gonna end this social media talk, but we are gonna start feeding off of this side chicks and side dudes. And is that let's talk about it.
I'm married.
Because you said
Side chicks.
you said
said
that
what?
some people
I said some of us.
you said some of us know our place.
Right.
I know.
Now I believe that
I'm
some
saying.
side chicks or whoever
Uh-huh.
they feel entitled. And
Oh.
so they do certain things.
They don't know
and
their place.
They don't know their place.
Mhm.
And so let's talk about that.
Are you asking me?
my business.
I mean, we
We always
I'm
start
gonna be the
here.
last
What
one
if
to
we
come.
start
Like,
here?
let's go ahead. Let's start at Miyoshi.
I'm gonna ask somebody.
Why are we gonna start at Miyoshi?
You
Because
just said
you already know how I feel
I
about
know.
this. So
I'm being
hear.
messy.
I like the fire.
I'm gonna take it somewhere completely different.
Let's get into it.
I have accepted in doing my work that men are going to be men. They are wired differently than women.
Drop the fucking mic.
They are wired
But do you
differently.
mean that they're going to have sex with other women? Is that what you're saying?
I think that men don't know how to fight temptation. So it is unrealistic
Correct.
for me to expect a man to not lust after another woman, regardless of if we're married, in a relationship, or whatever.
But I think lust is different than cheating.
Lust or having
Lust
sex
is different than
or
cheating.
whatever.
Where the
Acting
mind,
on lust.
where the
I
mind
think it's
goes,
the
the body
action
will
of the
follow.
lust.
I want to cry for you because that is so sad that you feel that way, but I can't blame you. But
No,
I-
I'm not saying that men cannot be monogamous. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying a woman is going to have a hard time. A woman is going to have a hard time locking down a man in a monogamous relationship, period. Because I know there's not a woman or a man that I don't know
Who hasn't cheated.
is married and has not cheated.
Oh, you know I got something
It's
to say.
going to happen. I'm not saying it's going to happen every time, but it's going to
She's off
happen.
limits.
Oh, I got
It is
something.
going
She's
to happen at the end of the day. So I just think that for me, there are like polygamy. That is an ancient monogamy is newer than polygamy.
Practice.
That is an ancient practice. So animals, lions and tigers and bears.
Oh my!
We are the first animal on this earth who believes in monogamy. We created that. Man created that. So I'm not saying I think that it's based on the understanding that you have with your partner. If you guys agree to be in a monogamous relationship, then you should honor that. But at the same
You're
time,
fooling yourself.
as a woman, you are foolish to think that he may or may not. And to me, if my man cheats on me, I'm not going to say like, "Hey, I accept it. Go ahead and cheat, sir." I'm not going to say that. But
Well,
that's
then
not going to be a reason
But
why
I feel
leave
like
either.
that's awesome energy to have. I feel like that's a great thinking point. But I also believe that men are not able to handle that. I don't think that if I decide to tell David, well, okay, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna start fucking other men. And you know what? I'm gonna go on some other dates. And you know what? And thank you for being all that you can be for this family. But let me go ahead and have because
men are insecure and fragile.
because oh boy, he'll be because I think that men cannot handle what women like men. He could never handle.
They can't.
If I did what he did.
They can. It's
He
called
can never-
polyandry. It's called polyandry.
So
they can't
She can't
handle
speak
it.
for
So
me.
I just think that
She can't speak for me.
I think that it's called polyandry.
Yes.
And there are men out there that are willing to accept it, but there's an alpha male and there's a beta male.
Yes.
And usually
Fuck
when
these
you're in
beta ass.
a polyandry situation, you are dealing with a beta male. You're not dealing with an alpha male.
But
Yes.
I'm
a
just
male
saying,
has
not
to be
even him.
some level of bisexual or gay to accept that.
Yes.
But
Hey.
I'm saying
Yes.
I do
You're
not- I do
hitting
not
right now.
believe-
Facts.
She rapping right now.
I do
That's
not.
facts.
I do not believe. Like I truly believe that there are men that can be faithful. I don't.
Yeah.
I think you're
There
only
are.
as faithful as your options.
I
Yeah.
believe that men.
Incorrect.
mindset.
Oh my God, you're incorrect.
I believe that a man can be faithful. I believe that. I believe that. I don't care what your options are. I believe that if you want to be faithful and you want to do that, you can do that.
She's right. She's right.
We need to keep the
I'm gonna
camera
say
on
she's right.
Destiny's
That's
reaction.
right.
I would say she's right.
We are.
Wait.
Shit. And I will break up with you.
Public service announcement.
We will be a divorce court.
ReDeeFined the
No.
Podcast.
Period.
So really quickly, you guys, for this to work, I need you guys to be able, for us to be able to have the conversation, but I need us to be able to hear everybody. So it's very authentic right now. It's great. I love it. Hallelujah. Praise God. But I need it to be so we can all hear. You know what I'm saying? So I need everybody to be able to get what they have to say.
Consider y'all checked.
Okay.
I agree 100%. There's no buts, ends, and the reason why I'm saying that because it's not about the options. It's about the philosophies of what and integrity of what this man is, and what he believes in and values. So a man is not going to go against himself. Now, if he does, he don't necessarily believe in it. That's just the nature of man. We are going to do what we believe in. Now, when it comes, and it sounds crazy to an extent of, man's going to cheat. I'm going to be the first person to tell you, I will have this conversation before intimacy is ever had, before we even talk about kissing or hugging. I mean, literally hugging, anything. I don't want you to get me twisted because my father is the same person. I'm an extension of him. You're not about to get me twisted. So if I tell you off bat, crazy may sound, look, if you're not coming with all of the business, mind, body, and soul, I guarantee you I'm cheating on you. Because it's not about my options, it's about what I need and what I require to keep me home. And it's not about my options though, because my inventory as a man, my inventory don't run out.
That's right.
Pussy everywhere, huh? He said, "Dick run this house."
Pimping ain't easy, hoeing ain't hard.
No, but in genuineness, I mean, again, it's about us having an alignment. Because at the end of the day, you don't need to get me twisted.
That's good word.
You don't need to ever get nobody twisted. Like she said earlier, it's like when they show you who you are, believe them. That's who they are. So don't be twisted and thinking, oh, this nigga's potential girl. I think he's the one, but he keep fucking up. No, fuck him. Yeah. I would tell anybody here, fuck that nigga. Leave his ass alone. I would tell any man, fuck that bitch. Nigga, no. Get what you want. As a man, get what you want as a woman. Have the conversations, because if we all say communication is key, why the fuck that we have the key, but we don't choose to use it to unlock the door?
Come on.
You're preaching.
Because at the end of the day, again, you're a woman. You guys are women. You guys are women. You guys are women. Guess what? You guys had a father. If he wasn't in the household, okay. If you guys didn't have no male figure to give you guys the game to understand on how to progress and be women, no, it's not saying you're doormats. It's not saying that you guys be homemakers. It's not saying just be wives and have babies. You guys got to learn how to progress, because you got to compliment that man. Right. And guess what? The reciprocation is that he got to compliment you. More. So if that's the case, if you over there having a baby, you got to carry this motherfucker for 9 months. Guess what? He got to do.
We just call the baby a motherfucker?
Yes! Because
these fucking, we don't know what it is. They gotta go back to school. They gotta go back to school.
But I'm just saying in genuineness is that if you are going to take over and bearing a child, you guys are on top of this pedestal, and we have to be cognitive and understand.
Bitches just be dropping babies like
you guys have to make sure you guys are healthy, right? Healthy, you got to eat right, you got to exercise to an extent, you got to make sure you're on point. So what does the man have to do? He has to understand his role and his position. That's when I say stay in your lane. Every man has his lane as well, and every woman has their lane.
Yes.
In order for this team to work and go to the championship and get the ring,
come on,
everybody has their position.
You're right. I hate
you just hate the terminology.
I hate the term. Stay
I understand it, but guess what?
But I understand. I don't mind the concept.
Okay,
but
so play your position.
Play your position. That's what I'm saying.
I can be Pippen, you can be Jordan. Like,
it don't matter, because at the end, exactly what she said.
Robin ain't taking no shots.
I'm gonna leave it at this.
Robin not taking no shots.
All right, one more, and
I'm just gonna simply leave it at this as an analogy. Jordan, did he win every game? No. Did he score every basket? No. Is he considered the greatest of all time? Yes.
LeBron James, the greatest of all time, Lakers 2020.
But I'm just saying in general, he would not win the championship. He would not have the championships that he has if it wasn't without
A team.
Team.
Which goes to bring me to the whole. No, she didn't adjust her seat.
Yes, she did.
First,
I
I
didn't mean
think
to do it
that
like that.
I'm just gonna say for the men here and for all the men, women cheat too. Period.
Yes.
Point
You
blank.
do your business.
No.
We just cheat better.
My name is Bennett, and
just
I'm
do.
not fucking in it. Do you
I
understand
do
me?
believe
I'm
women.
supposed
We
to
just
be-
fucking cheat
she don't
better.
cheat.
But
I'm
with that being
confused,
said,
don't cheat.
though,
They're
I
more
do
naturally
not
built to be
believe
deceitful.
when I say that people,
Get mine on.
when I say that you're only as faithful as your options, the reason for that being nobody is
hold on real
going
quick, guys.
to check off all your boxes. Period. Nobody is. You got a whole fucking list. You may get 80, maybe 85, but nobody's checking off all those boxes. And there's always going to be that 20%. You got 80, I got 80 right here. Damn, but that 20 looks good. This is the
Been waiting to
20
hit
that
him all
I
day.
want. This is the 20 that I needed. But damn, I got 80 over here. I want that 20 though. And that's the thing.
I
And
agree
that's
with her.
where it comes to this
Yeah.
whole being monogamous and having a polyamorous or poly whatever relationship. We were never meant to be. You can't check off all my boxes. You can't, and there's not, and I
But
don't,
why?
and
You don't
I
know
think
that.
that you will conform.
You don't know that.
You will
So
conform.
what you saying is
what I'm
it's
saying
okay
is
to be a
that
free
people,
spirit?
oh, I am such a,
possible.
you didn't see episode 10.
How you know?
Because it's okay to be a free spirit. But that's
I
not, it's
believe
not
that,
about being
though.
a free
Watch
spirit.
it on
The thing that
ReDeeFined,
it's
episode
about,
10.
it's that you guys have to well, in my opinion,
Right.
we are not meant to be with one person because one person can't.
So do you want to get
fulfill-
married?
I want to be in a partnership. I want to be in a partnership.
But I want to be in a partnership
I wanna
too.
build.
But do you want to? But do you want to get married?
No,
so
that's
do you
my
want a
answer.
Man,
I
so
wanna
do you don't want a
build.
man? You don't want a wedding. You don't want a man to give you a ring. You don't want to
A
give you
marriage is
last
a
I wanna
business
build.
anyway. We only marry for business
a marriage
purposes.
is a business
It's a
arrangement,
business.
and it's all it's
that's
partial love.
No more.
But I will say it's like 30-ish, 35-ish% love, but the rest is the business arrangement because we got to be able to build. We're a partnership. We have to leave a legacy. We got to do this shit, and we're a team at the end of the day. And when I say team, that means we got a whole motherfucking team.
Of
Like
takes a village
it
to
may
raise
be
a child.
me, you, and Boo, but we got a fucking team, and guess what? We're building, and that's what. And I'm all for it. Like I'm great if you guys got that monogamous relationship. But the reason why those things don't work in that factor when you guys are looking at, oh, my grandparents made it in 50-something
Right,
years.
I'm not your
Guess
fucking
what?
grandparents.
No, Papa was cheap.
Cheated.
Papa was cheating. Papa was cheating. At the same time. But what I'm saying is that one person, realistically, honestly, if you're honest with yourself and if you know what you want out of life, out of love, out of a family, out of if when you've done the work and if you know, you can understand that there is not one person who is going to fulfill every single.
that's
And
perspective.
as a person, you change from today to years and years, and that person will change. So I could be with you today, and then 5 years from now, I may be like, this is no longer, we're growing apart, we're growing whatever. If we're not building in that way, we have to build into a way that we're going to make this
Okay,
work.
so I'm gonna go ahead. Rock Mosaic, and then sorry.
It's all good.
I
I'm
didn't get
sorry.
a turn.
And then I'm gonna go to
Good luck.
Destiny
You ain't
because
gonna
Destiny
know it.
has a whole different perspective because
Of her
she's getting married.
situation, yeah.
I
Because
just
of her
want to say three
situation.
things.
So
Dog.
because of her
I called
situation.
next already.
So
I wanted to
go
respond
ahead,
to him.
Robert, and then
I
I'm
wanted to
gonna
respond
have
to
Destiny
Classic,
go.
but she really wanted to respond. So
No.
I was like, all right.
Get your
So
shit off. I'm listening.
I agree with like almost everything that you said. But I wanted to respond to you too. There, Miyoshi. I think there are, even if they're extremely rare, like me personally, one or two things is happening. I'm solely committed to one person, or I am doing exactly what the fuck I want, and anybody coming in my path knows I'm doing exactly what the fuck I want. And what I want might still be only fucking with that person, but what I want might be doing anything that I want. So I think that there are like there's no way for this to not sound like I'm a piece of shit or like to air sound
you're not a piece of shit.
No,
You're
you're
not
not.
a piece of shit.
No, you're being
I have
honest.
far more
No, you're
options
being
than I've
honest.
ever
Free zone.
I have
Can't
far
say
more
it.
options than I've ever fucking explored. Every relationship I've been in, there are richer, better looking, more popularity girls that I could have sex with or be with that I choose not to because I'm still who I'm with and I don't even want to be with them. But I could just fuck too, but I don't do that. I think, but now I'm gonna tell you this, and I'm not perfect. I'm not perfect. I'm telling you, I'm not lying. So, but I'll tell you this though, most men are not that way. So like for a girl to have the perception that men aren't that way, I mean, shit, you'll probably be right. Yeah. Normally, but to assume that it's an impossibility, I think you're cutting yourself, you're selling yourself short, and you're prohibiting yourself from potentially having what Destiny here potentially has. I can't say you have it. I don't know y'all like that.
Right. You can still be married in a polygamous relationship.
You can't. Not a traditional marriage. If you actually like have a faith that believes in that, you can't.
I can't.
You can. But so I just don't think people should sell themselves short. I don't think you should assume that every person cheats. I think that assumption is what causes women to cheat. If you listen to like the TLC song, when she's like, "I love my man with all honesty, but I know he's cheating on me, so I creep." It's like, what if you were wrong though? What if you assume I was cheating and you were wrong, and now you're cheating and you just fucked our whole shit up, or like you know what I mean? You ruined the potential.
Come on, Kate. Let me tell you, women know.
I know that. I'm sorry to interrupt, but I don't think that every man cheats every time. I just think that every man cheats at some point in
You're
their
incorrect.
life. So
you're meaning I can
but your life's not. I mean, the life ain't over. I just think that some men, all men cheat at least once in their life. Everyone is, for that matter. Like she said, women cheat too. We're not exempt from that.
So Destiny, you have a different view because you just have a different view. I mean, you're engaged. You're getting ready to get married. You've been with Andrew for 10 years. I think. How long have you been with Andrew?
A long time. He was skinny when I met him.
But
10 years
officially
for real.
8 years.
Okay, so they've been together 8 years.
Grew up together.
Yeah.
What's your perspective?
My perspective is more like I grew up with parents that are divorced and stuff, so I know what a relationship that is not going to make it looks like, or the issues. But I have a more religious perspective. I like traditional things, the way things were done traditionally, being married. I feel like if you step into a relationship saying that no man is faithful and things like that, you're setting, like Robert said, you're setting yourself up for failure. I went into a relationship telling Andrew, this is what I need. And I tell him every day, this is what you did today. I really needed you to do this. I communicate every single day. And I know it's played out, but I think that's what's wrong with this generation is that everyone expects to be done wrong. And I don't expect that. If you do me wrong, understand that I will walk away. There is no if, ands, or buts. Like, I understand my worth, so I know what I'm dealing with. If you cheat on me, I will be gone. Because if I'm not fulfilling everything you need, you could have communicated that with me. If you want more of this, if you want more of that, okay, let's see how we can make this happen for you. If you feel like it's so horrible that you need to step outside of our marriage or our relationship, then we're done.
And because you're not trying to work for it.
Hold on.
You're not trying to work for our relationship, and I think that's the problem with this generation is that they're not willing to work for it. Like, look at Cardi B was married for 4 years, and she was like, "Yeah, I'm over it. I think it's time. I mean, we've been together for 4 years, but you signed up for a lifetime. You know what I mean? And that's your perspective. And I know a lady that she's my mentor. She tells me all the time, like, if you speak on divorce, you will get divorced. It's not an option.
It's planting the seed.
You're planting the seed. Okay, we're going to get divorced. If this doesn't happen, we're going to divorce. If we don't work this out, we're going to get divorced. No, there is no option. Like, if we happen to get to that point, then okay, we're going to get divorced. But we're not going to speak on divorce as if it's an option the whole time.
Can I say something?
Because that's my scapegoat.
I like that.
As a married woman.
If you stick your penis somewhere else, we're done. And I'm not playing.
Like, in the vacuum.
I don't care even in a vacuum. No, if it's in a different, if you step outside of our marriage mentally, I can't get over that.
What if he masturbates to a girl at his work that he low-key wants to fuck? How would
then
you feel
I better
about
not
that?
find out because that's weird.
No, but we're talking about that religious aspect. Men
Is that cheating?
in the Bible, they have many wives. So you're talking about
Old or New
religious
Testament though.
Right. Come on.
Because everyone wants to throw up the Bible when it helps them out. But it's facts are facts. There was Adam and Eve, and then everything kind of went, and it was Old Testament, and then we jumped over to the New Testament.
It was her fault.
Yeah,
when we think of religion and stuff, it's like, where is your commitment? And I feel like if you are dug into your, I feel like if it's spirit
ahead,
or
Destiny.
flesh. If we're strong in the spirit, I feel like our flesh will be strong as well. If I'm
She lazy.
weak in the
Very
spirit,
muscle-
my
very
flesh will
musky
be
and
weak,
pretty.
and I will be
And look like
tempted
you're
by the
lax.
things that I see all the
Not a bad
time.
position.
And if not, if I feel tempted, if I'm strong enough in my spirit, I will pray about it, and I'll try to pray that feeling away or communicate that. But I feel like if your spirit is weak, your flesh is weak.
So
Check this out.
Before we go ahead and this is our
Go ahead,
last
preacher's kid.
little round of this. It'll be views, and then David's gonna close this particular.
Check it
question
out. Check it out. Wife, I'm not telling our
PK.
business. I promise. Listen, I don't know if it's because we both girls, but look, we get divorced every other day. Like,
Ditto.
you know, like,
No, you ain't filed papers.
you know what I'm saying? But it's just like,
That baby boy.
you
shit.
just,
Right.
hey, don't you
baby
speak,
girl.
don't you speak that into my relationship. I rebuke it. The Messiah to the pits of hell from where you came. Okay? Hey, Mama, I still got it. So anyway, it's just like, I don't even think it's a matter of, if you speak that voice, it's gonna happen. Like, because ultimately it's just like we're people, and just like you said, we're amongst flesh. Like I might say some shit to you that really might just leave your head spinning. You be like, fuck you. I don't even want to fuck with you right now. Goodbye. Like, where you gonna go? You just gonna take the ring off and leave? I know you're not gonna just go fuck on nobody else because you can't come back here. So what are we doing? You know what I'm saying? So again,
that.
having the key to communication. My wife pissed me off before I got here. But guess what? We had a conversation before I left because I'm leaving now. And anything can happen from the time that I leave this house till I get there. So let's talk about it.
She's still mad at home.
Respect.
No, she's not. She's not. She waiting for me to come back right now. But
She got a curfew.
you know what I'm saying? No. Kind of. So, it's just like, we have to communicate. Hey, I didn't like what you did. Did you like what I did?
Right.
Da-da-da-da-da. And as far as like the
Goes back to
cheating and shit
communication.
goes, my name is Bennett and I'm not in it. Y'all can have that one. But I just think that I'm a free spirit too. So being married for me is very different because
I know, friend. I
used to be outside. I had a baby at 17. I'm not playing no games. So it just you know what I'm saying?
14.
So you was outside.
Judgment free zone.
Let me just say something because she had made a comment that like if her man is, I forget your exact words, Destiny, but you said something like if he's taking care of you and or neglecting, you said something about something like that. I don't remember what
If
you
he's
said.
not, if you're not giving him
Yeah, I do.
everything that he needs,
But
whatever,
that's what
you're
I-
giving him
But
80%.
so that's the thing. Like, when you're in a polygamous situation, I'm not trying to convince you of it or anything. but when
She-
you're,
but she always
but
she
you know,
wants it tough,
I don't mind.
Let her speak. Let her
But
speak.
what I'm
Full
saying
application.
is in that situation, like your man is still giving you everything that you
let
need.
me get my shit off though.
Yeah,
Don't
go
get-
ahead. No,
Hold on,
let her finish.
Let me finish. So even with all that, it's just like because for me, I've had to have like a huge spiritual awakening. I'm a fucking Scorpio, nigga. I love sex. Like I love to have sex all the time. I think sexuality is fluid. All that shit, But
Preach.
at some point, it was like, okay, I'm with this person, and this person, my wife has never cheated on me, like ever, right? I've never experienced somebody like that. And it's beautiful and it's new to me because like you said, they don't have nothing to do with the generation. It's just my life was so fucked up. I just thought you're gonna fuck up too.
Expect it. Yeah.
I expect it. But she showed me different. So because she showed me different, it allowed me to humble myself and be like, well, let me try to be a fucking let me try to be let me try.
Which is the beauty of being
fucking
with someone
try.
else.
So like I agree with what you're saying, but I also agree with what you're saying and what you're saying.
Because it makes it.
You know what I mean? Like
it makes sense.
you
see
know,
both sides.
But you've got it.
Different strokes
It's
for
just
different
about
folks.
making a choice, and it's just like
Different strokes.
me knowing that I have vows to you and I'm committed to you, and I have to lay next to you, and your heart fucking hurts, and I can't fix it no matter what I do. That's a fucked up space to be in, dog.
Yeah.
That's a fucked like.
That's deep.
I can't get you to see me different. I can't, because this is not the agreement. We agreed to only each other.
And you can't erase nothing.
And you can't erase nothing. Like, this is not fucking Men in Black. This is real fucking life. This is not the Matrix. So I had to choose which pill I was gonna take. I chose life with my partner.
We're gonna get to that. So